Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Come on. Hey.
And that's out quickly to Chase. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You look at this Steeler defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll buy some time right. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, he's one of the top receivers in the game, Charles, so no surprise here on the opening drive. They want to get him involved, and he has catches on back-to-back plays.
And, Brandon, I look at it from the defense's perspective. You know he's one of the top receivers in the game. You've got to find ways to slow him down because if he gets into high gear, he's going to shred you all game long.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Check match.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start by running the motion to the right. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. A 4-receiver set here, 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Daron Payne, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Ty Zentner now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 70 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Second and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in third and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on second down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The Steelers at 7-5 now of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Going up top. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 5. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive. Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right. Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points? Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, eluding the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call. Oh, I wish you had looked, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake. Right. Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll set up to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 5th touchdown now in the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Brown on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 4. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion part.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Okay, ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. They'll set up a throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And I'll tell you, the effort's sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On second down, here's Gibbs. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Lions.
2nd and 13. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive loop?
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that blocks.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense is done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Davis now. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Gibbs again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
And they'll run again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach has walked.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point out by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And they can't bring him down.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end flyer move.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They'll get this down to the 38.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Alert! Alert!
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
Able to push his way through. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
53 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Now run by Gibbs.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Get out of here with a win.
And Gibbs has it.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The pass.
Touchdown!
T. Higgins.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense.